Hello everyone, I am the Stuttering Gamer, and for this video I will be looking at my N64 or Nintendo 64, whichever way you want to say it. Released in 1996, it was the competitor to the PlayStation 1 and the Sega Saturn. Had four controller ports, which was not the first one to have four. Couldn't tell you that because I'm not that good, but I do believe the Atari 5200 had four controller ports. The original did. So yeah, it came with an expandable, like you could expand the RAM for it, because some games required this, like Donkey Kong 64, I believe, and Perfect Dark. This is the expanded one, by the way. The red is the larger one. Now, the big gaping hole that's right here is actually the power supply. Technically, it's an external power supply, but it works the same way as an internal power supply, because the whole big thing just like right in there, that ends like in a small regular cord plug. So I don't know, can't really complain. And have the AV jack, AV plugs go in there. Now the N64 was the last, if I believe correctly, the last game console to use cartridges, like actual physical cartridges. The controller, though, was interesting because it was kind of a new design. No one ever really, people kind of looked at it as like, what the hell is that thing? This is, had the, now this isn't the first controller with a, that had a joystick on it, but it brought it back from where it was, because like the last time they were used were in like the old Atari and Coleco and all that jazz. But it brought back the one joystick, which I'm not the hugest fan of this joystick, because but it gets the job done. But it also has a button on the back for if you're playing GoldenEye, move it here, then shoot. Though I mostly play a lot of Ocarina of Time, so this is the Z target, which very helpful. Another thing, I really like the D-pad in this. It's too bad that no one used it. Two trigger buttons up here. We put a memory card in there. Drop it. But yeah, so either mostly you held it like this. I've never seen a single game where you hold it like this. You always held it like this. So to me, this is how you hold it. I got this is the basic model that came black with a gray controller. I also own a red one, which I do like this one a lot. This turns up like a neon red, like on camera. Just tell you, this isn't like a neon red. It's more like a blood red, which works the same. Everything's the same about it. Just I'm attracted to different colors, different colored consoles and controllers and shit. But I didn't have that version when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I had this one, the Jungle Green one, which this one came with Donkey Kong 64, though I didn't get Donkey Kong 64 with this, but apparently they came without them. So I don't remember what age I was, but the story of how I got this was pretty interesting. Because back when I was a kid, my teeth were all really messed up. My teeth were like, you know, shark's teeth. I had one row in front of another. So I got this console for having 11 teeth pulled out of my mouth. 11 teeth pulled, and apparently the Tooth Fairy got me this. So best, I can honestly say that was the best Tooth Fairy visit I ever got when I was a kid. Hey, I bet you didn't get an N64 from the Tooth Fairy. No, I didn't think so. But yeah, that's the model that I had when I was a kid, and I've always wanted, you know, to find one again, because, you know, parents may get rid of it, you know, for other consoles, yada yada yada. But I found this at a flea market for incredibly cheap. You know, came with a controller, which, you know, all green, but I just love this green model of the N64. Some of the games I have for it are, this is the only boxed N64 game I have, is Rayman 2, which is kind of ironic because Donkey Kong 64 came with this, which everyone knows the cartridge is yellow. Does anyone know what color the what Rayman 2 is? Green. Maybe this should have came with the N64 instead of Donkey Kong. You know, cartridge, manual, all that jazz. It's okay. Honestly, it's the first Rayman game I've ever played, and you know, it's a good platformer. It's alright. I'll just move console out of the way here for a sec. Now, I have a shelf just over here full of games, and you will not find an N64 game on that shelf. Because I have N64 games, but they're not on that shelf. Do you know where I keep them? In this. I found this at a game store near where I live, and it's a N64, you know, drawer. You know, you keep all your games in it. We'll just Donkey Kong 64. Honestly, yellow. It's alright. I mean, I like the Donkey Kong Country series better than this, but you know, it's alright. You know, it's definitely a rare game. Yeah. Doom. Now everyone can, you know, yell at me for this, but I didn't know Doom 64 was its own Doom. The N64 had its own version of Doom. I thought that this was the Doom that everyone played, but I recently just got the Saturn version of Doom, and I realized that that's the actual version of Doom, you know, from the PC. So, but this version's, you know, not that bad either. Made by id Software, so you know it's good. And of course, GoldenEye, made by Rare. I don't have to say anything about this. In my opinion, this is better than, you know, the shooters that we have today. Same with Doom. Better than all the shooters we have today. I really don't care what you say. That's just how it is. I'm an old school person. Perfect Dark. Basically the same exact game as GoldenEye, except, you know, with a sci-fi twist to it. But still, you know, awesome game. Much better than Halo, by the way. Ha. Quake 2. It made by id. It's Quake. Wait. Oh, if you're gonna get this, to control the controls for the that come, standard with it suck horribly. So what you have to do is go into the options and switch the controls. Because once you do that, it plays a hell of a lot better. So remember that. If you're gonna play this, change the controls. Because it is unplayable with the controls that they give you. Shadowgate 64. Believe it or not, the night before I recorded this, I played a little bit of this. And, it's a kind of a... it's interesting. It's, I got a little bored with it, but I don't know, it was alright. I got it for incredibly cheap, so, well, what can you do? Oh, and by the way, I made me think of it. This is the memory card thingy for the N64. Just plug into the back of here, and it took me a long ass time to get one of those, and trust me, if you want to save on Doom or Shadowgate for that matter, you need one of those, and same with Shadow Man. Pretty good. I haven't played it in a while, mostly because I couldn't find a memory card. So now that I have one now, I shall be playing that. Star Fox 64. I don't think I need to say any more about this. It's Star Fox with all its memorable characters that you want to murder in your sleep. In their sleep. Super Mario 64. Haven't finished this game yet. Got pretty far in it. It's just a pain in the ass to collect all the stuff that you need to. But it's still Mario. Yeah, it's Mario 64. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. I played the shit out of this game when I was a kid, and my mom hated it because one of the songs in this is "Die, die, die, you psycho bitch, and die." She loved that song. Zelda Ocarina of Time. This I did finish on Christmas Eve, and it was as awesome as everyone says it is. I recommend play. They just released it, on the 3DS. If you have one of those, play it. I'll just say it, you need to play this game. If you haven't played this game yet, then you don't deserve to call yourself a gamer. That's in my opinion. If you haven't played this game yet, then yeah. So yeah, that's all of my N64 stuff. Join me for my next one.